morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm Quang Trung Chen. I'm a medical doctor from Vietnam and currently doing a PhD research in Germany. So I have two concerns. First is regarding the misconduct in research. Recently, we have two very shocking example about the retraction into top journal in New England Journal of Medicine and Lancet about the hydroxychloroquine in treatment of COVID-19. And being a young medical scientist, I am very concerned about it, and the belief or the trust on the respected science decreased significantly. Could you please give out some advice? How should we behave to this phenomenon in science? And the second thing is the facts is that's showing that it seems some countries where the socio-economic level is still be high, like Vietnam, Taiwan, but they control the pandemics even better than developed country in terms of incident prevalence, mortality. How about your comment in this issue? Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's start with the first question. In terms of the crisis in reproducibility and retractions, which are happening perhaps more frequently, who would like to jump in on that question? Peter.
I cannot hear you, Professor.
Peter, you're on mute again.
Very briefly, when this first came out, our clinicians were immediately skeptical, and they looked into where the data was coming from and who was generating it in a way that the journals did not do. They did not do due diligence, which is really surprising considering the two journals that were involved. But there was immediate skepticism, and they couldn't actually track down the reports from Australia that were purported to be in the journals. So I think it was discounted very quickly, actually, and the journals were first to withdraw because of that. With respect to Vietnam and Taiwan, I think Taiwan had the experience of SARS, and Vietnam actually runs a very good public health system.
Thank you.
Michael, and then Alice.
Just in a word, I think wearing masks is what really helped the Southeast Asian countries. And this has been shown time and time again. In the West, I think they'd much rather have economic ruin than wear masks, which is a choice. But I think this has been a major, I think also the Confucian spirit of caring about others more than yourself has been very important.
Thank you. And Alice?
Yeah, just going back to your first question, I think your point is really important because this debate is about how we use science in times of crises. And I think this is something that is going to be really important that scientists should take forward. The fact that in a public health emergency or in any emergency, for example, in the climate crises, the decisions that are made as a result of scientific evidence will have high impacts and potentially very severe impacts that last for a long time. And I think it's very important that scientists remember that. And I think that we have a responsibility to make sure that our research is performed quickly, but also to the highest possible standard and not to compromise on ethical, for example.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for your question, and thank you, Alice.